Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I am Coach Linda, and this is 100 Days of Purpose. I'm almost on time. I cannot believe it. We're getting better at this thing. But we are going right along. We're plowing right along, and we are on track to complete the 100 Days of Purpose. And I have had so much fun coming to you, even with the hiccups and hangups that have occurred. I've had so much fun coming to you guys and giving this information. And hopefully, you guys have been learning and gaining knowledge from this. Today, we're going to talk about what if my life purpose changes. I get, and I'm kind of going over questions that I get often, whether it's questions that I get when I'm out and about doing seminars or doing things like this, just people that come to me and I'm trying to answer those questions because I believe that if you're going to move forward, you have questions, and questions are good. You need to ask those questions, and there is an answer, right? There is an answer. So, what if my life purpose changes? And this kind of goes hand in hand. They'll ask me, well, what if I don't like my purpose? And what if it changes? And so, let me talk about that. If you live long enough, it probably will. Um, if you live long enough and you truly discover your life's purpose, you will find that there are many different ways to accomplish it. It does not change because remember the purpose of a plate, of, of a fork, of a knife, of glasses, a chair. It doesn't change. Now, we may use it as a doorstop. We may use it as, a shelf. We may use it as, uh, try to use a spoon as a knife or try to use a knife as a spoon or we may do other things with it, and some things may be successful and some things may not, but that's not what it was made for. And you got to remember, purpose is what you were made to do. Okay, so if you're taking notes, keep writing that. Purpose is what I was made to do, so that's not going to change. However, what will change is the different ways that you can manifest it in your life, the different ways that it can show up in your life. So you if you live long enough, that's going to change, and that's why I tell people to stop getting hung up on these titles. Well, I'm a pastor. And then, I mean, take me, for example, I was, a church choir singer, right? I was singing in the choir, I was ushering, I was a Sunday school teacher. Um, I became a Bible quiz uh, champion and captain, and I was uh, I don't know, I did plays, I was an actress, I mean, all of these things led me to where I am today, but they changed. And I can't say that my purpose was to be a singer or my purpose was to be a Sunday school teacher. That's what I did. So we got to stop getting wrapped up in our titles because our titles may change, but the purpose never changes. Okay. You may likely have many, what I like to call stair steps. Um, and I don't want to really call them stair steps purposes, like purpose here, purpose there. I don't want to say that. What I want to say is passions, because you'll have these passions that will lead you and hopefully guiding you to that true purpose, um, and becoming a part of how you act out that true purpose. Um, but you'll have many milestones. Okay, let's call them milestones that'll be in your life that will still lead you to your overall reason for being, the overall reason you were created, the overall reason you exist, and why you exist for such a time as this, why you are here right now. Not you weren't here 100 years ago. You weren't here 300 years ago. You weren't here at the beginning of time. You weren't here at the end of time. You're here right now. Why? And so your purpose is going to answer that. Um, and like I said, I've had many manifestations of purpose, but they were all directing me to this high level purpose of helping the broken and helping them find healing and wholeness. Okay. Um, some of you may have uh had desires like, no one in your family went to college and you wanted to be the first one to go to college and you were the first one to go to college. Maybe you were the first person to get a professional career. Maybe you were the first person to get married and have a successful marriage. Everyone else got married and got divorced, and your marriage is still going strong. You were the first one to, have a blossoming family, whatever it may be. There's a lot of things that you will be the first at, and sometimes you'll be the first and the only. And you have to be okay with that. You have to understand that if that's a part of your plan, then it's a part of your plan. And then sometimes we have desires to do things, but it really wasn't in the books for us. It's not in the stars for us, if you will. It's not something that we're supposed to do. And so we're trying to get it done, but it seems like everything is blocking us. And sometimes it's blocking us because it's saying, oh, not today. I'm not going to let you go out that way. Okay. And so you got to know that. And remember, failure is not a bad thing. Failure is a lesson learned. Failure is an experience gained. And so you got to look at it that way, and you got to keep trying. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And you got to keep trying. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep going. You fall down, get up, dust yourself off, and let's go. Right. Um, and I hear you. People will throw it in your face. Well, you said you was gonna do such and such, and you didn't do that. And you said you was gonna do this. Tell them I went shopping, I tried it on, it didn't fit. Okay, I gave you permission to say that. For me, one of my life's goals is to become Dr. Linda Hill, right? And in order for me to become Dr. Linda, not the medical doctor, I ain't trying to cut nobody open, but I want to be called Dr. Linda Hillman, and I want to be a doctor in theology. I want to be a doctor in psychology, right? And so, what I realized that if that is my goal, then I had to get in college, right? And so I always had this desire to go to college, and I would go and I would stop, and I would go and I would stop, and I would go and I would stop, and I finally got my A. I finally got my BA, and now I'm kind of starting and stopping with my master's. But the other day, I made up my mind. I said, "Look, Linda, if this really is a goal of yours, stop playing with it. Let's get her done." And so I started calling around to colleges and talking to them and saying, okay, this is what I want to accomplish, and I want to accomplish it as quick as possible. And once I get started, I can't, I need the finances, I need everything to come together and to work for me. Because once I get started, I cannot stop. I'm too old to keep this starting, stopping. I need to get her done. And when I was talking with the lady, she's like, man, I wish every student was like you, as focused as you. And I was like, girl, it took me a while to get here. I'm 52 right now. I could have been done this, but I've been doing the thing, and I let things come in and pull me away. But you got to remember that there are milestones in your life, and those milestones are going to lead you to what your purpose is. And someone would say, well, what does becoming Dr. Linda Hillman have to do with, you being a coach or you being a pastor? Well, one, I'm getting it in theology. And as a pastor, that means that I am well versed and well studied in the information that I'm giving to my congregation. And I'm open to really dissecting, as the Bible says, rightly dividing the word, studying to show myself approved of God, a workman not needing to be ashamed. And so, if I'm doing all of that, then that is putting me right smack dab in the heart of what my purpose is, right? And then, with understanding psychology, I deal with people's minds and mindsets and attitudes and behaviors. And so I need to be able to grow and expand on the knowledge that I have, but grow and expand so I'm up with what's going on, what's new, what may be able to help my clients better. Okay. And so all of that comes into play. So I have little milestones that I'm going to be reaching over the next few years so that I can bring that to my companies and to what I do in my life. Okay. And so you have to find your road of transformation. You have to find your journey of discovery and allow yourself to experience all of it. Okay. Allow yourself to experience the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, because that's what's going to help you. Okay. Let's see what else. Um, your life purpose may change the way you think over time. Because as you get more into what it is that you were called, what you were put on earth to do, designed to do, your mindset's going to change. That old foggy thinking that you have now is going to have to be elevated. You're going to have to come above it. You're going to have to rise above the drama. you know you're going to have to come out, and that means that even your friendships and your relationships will change, because the way you relate to people is going to be different. The way people relate to you is going to be different, and you've got to be okay with that. Sometimes everyone can't go where you're going, and that's just true and real. And it's not that it has to end on a bad note. you know Gone are the days where we blow up relationships because, oh, I'm growing and I can't be around you no more, so I'm gonna blow this up. No, you don't have to do it like that. Okay. There are better ways to do it. And when you learn your lessons, you'll know, this person was in my life for a time. And then you'll find that there are some people that have been in your life forever, and they will be there forever. Okay. Um, and that's okay, because you are ever evolving and ever changing. And so you need to allow yourself to experience those changes. Um, you will have to learn many lessons, so you can't come into this thing thinking I know everything, because you will learn things if you open yourself up to it. Um, there'll be people to help you. And some people come into your life to help you for that moment, and some people come into your life to help you for an era or a season. And so you got to know the difference. Okay. Many of us get hurt because someone that was supposed to be in our lives for 5 weeks, we trying to keep them in there forever, right? Or they're supposed to be there and forever, but we threw them out in 5 weeks. You need to be open to change so you can expand and grow your worldview. Because remember, even though you are reaching out to your world, not the world, but your world, those that are assigned to you, it still affects the world. And so you've got to have a worldview to make room for multiple. multiple changes, multiple lessons, multiple elevations and revolutions, if you will, evolutions, I should say. Um, And then I'm going to say this, and then we're going to be done. And if you have any questions, again, you can reach out to me right here on Facebook. You can email me. You can, if you need my phone number, just kind of say, hey, look, Linda, I really want to talk to you. You go to my website, you can do a free 15-minute consultation. We can get you on the right track. So don't have questions. Don't hear what I'm saying and say, man, I wish I could ask her a question. You can ask me a question. I am approachable. I don't care how busy I am, I will get back to you. Okay. Um, Major life events often force us to shift our perspectives and our paths. Okay. Remember that things will happen that will cause you to shift your mindset, to shift your perspective, to take a different option, a different path. um, and you need to think about who you are before a life event and who you are now. Okay, so there are things that have happened in your life that have changed you, right? They've grown you up, they've matured you, um, they've hurt you, they've cut you to the core, right? They've made you excited and joyful. You gotta think about who I was before that I encountered that, and who am I now because I've encountered. Okay, um, and how that might shape and shift you as an individual living a life of purpose. Okay, I need you to think about this. And today I have a few appointments and things like that. I'm actually headed off to an appointment right now, and then I have a couple of Zoom calls and all of that. But I do want you to know this. I am going to work in between my calls to get the 30-day challenge up. I'm going to choose a date, and then it's going to either be on Eventbrite or on my website where you can go in and start to sign up. So if you really want to take on that 30-day challenge, I have pushed myself to say today is the day to get it done, and I am going to get her done. Okay. And hopefully it'll be up sometime today or tomorrow, um, edited and all of that good stuff. So it's professional. And I'm going to even do like a welcome video. I'm just going to go all out for you guys because I want to see you successful. I want to see you make it. And this 30-day challenge is going to be for free. And um, I believe that after 30 days, with this 100 days of purpose, these videos, and this 30-day challenge, I believe that many of you will be well on your way to living a life of purpose and living it with understanding. And that's what it's all about. It's you got to understand why you're doing what you're doing and who you're doing it for. Okay, you got to know that why. And so I'm going to help you because I believe that because some people say, well, I hear what you're saying, but it just seems so hard. I hear what you're saying, but it can't be that easy. I hear what you're saying, but I don't have the time. I hear what you're saying, but I'm already doing that. Just give me 30 days. That's all I ask. 30 days. 30 days. And let's verify if you're doing it. Let's verify what's going on in your life, and let's put you on the right track, the road to success. Believe me, it truly is paved with gold, and it's everywhere. But you got to be diligent. Find it. You got to find that yellow brick road, just like they did in The Wiz and The Wizard, right? They found the yellow brick road because it was there. and it was their destiny to find it, and it's your destiny to find your purpose and to live therein. I am Coach Linda. This is 100 Days of Purpose. Happy Friday to you all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy. And yeah, I'm out.